Okay, I think you can hear me now. I was singing. I was singing the "Close the Folder" song, which goes like "Close, close, close. Time to close your folders." Anyway, hey guys, what's up? Over to the stream. You know, just same old, same old, same bat channel, same bat cave. Just ignore the mess. There's always a mess here. It's a never-ending mess. Oh man, I forgot to get my controller. I have to stand up. I plugged in the headphones. Good man. Headphone. Okay. And if I could do. Hey Google, turn on the TV. Ooh. Okay, let's put this to the side so that I don't accidentally trip on it. Okay, I think we're okay. I think we're good, man. Ooh, this looks kind of weird. Yeah, there you go. Still looks kind of weird. Don't like it, but not opposed to it, I guess. Um, yeah, let's hear what this sounds like. Mm, I don't know. I feel like I might have to turn up the gain on the microphone a little bit. It's a little weird. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Actually, gain is probably fine. Let me look at it. Okay, mic. Okay, let's see how I sound. I sound okay. Maybe could sound better. Okay, but I need specific properties. Yeah, Blue Yeti. Okay, let's see what the filters I have on it. Because the problem is like how and how aggressive do you want your noise gate to be, right? And then there's noise suppression, which I don't want to. No, we'll try NVIDIA noise removal. Okay, I remember having issues with this last time, or at least not liking the way it sounds. But hey, maybe they fixed some of it. Oh, yeah, that sounds way better. Probably a little bit of a delay, which I don't like. There is a bit of a delay that feels weird. But hey, yeah, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. What happens if I yell? Ah! Oh, it suppressed my yelling. Okay. Okay. Cool. All right, let's go ahead and mute this. Yeah, that delay is killing me. Um, here, let's go to gaming. What's up? What's up? This is what we've been doing. So, I don't hear anything. Oh, I hear something. Put up the volume. There we go. Yeah, so this is some of the stuff that we've been playing. So we've been playing a little bit of Edge of Eternity. We've played lots of this actually. I think I'm at like 30 some hours. It's a cool RPG. It's well, I mean, cool. I mean, it's more like it's kind of nice playing an RPG again, um, where I'm not too focused on where I'm not too focused on like how do I say this? I don't know. It's nice playing the game for myself. I feel like a lot of times I don't play enough games for myself. I usually play them for other people or because I want to talk to somebody about it. So it's nice playing this game kind of for myself. So yeah, let's get on to Apex Legends, right? Because that's what we all came for. We came to see my bronze having ass be the champion, the champ, the 3 time as Dr. Respect, Mr. Respect says. Dr. All Respect. um Apex, yeah. I got some donuts too. Mm, mm-mm. Whoa, that's cool. That's deep. That made me feel like I'm in the zone. Okay. The Awakening Store. This is your chance to pick up every limited time events unlock. Let's go take a look what's in here. Oh, this skin looks so cool. This is like one of the few good Apex skins out there. This looks great. This looks fantastic. Okay, so this looks awesome. Too bad I'll never get it. This looks so sick. Yeah, this is basically the Power Ranger skins. Yeah, this is the Green Ranger, pretty much. Wow. Oh, look. If you look at the shoulder, he's basically got the the shoulder pads. That's dope. See the Red Ranger? No. Actually, maybe. I don't freaking know. This one also looks like a power-up limit breaker. I mean, it could be. I don't know. The Gold Ranger. It's hard to tell with those. This one does look a bit like it. It's hard to tell. A little bit hard to tell. This one looks so good, though. This one looks so good. We got... How many more days do we got of this battle pass? 38 days. Oh, God, we got so much. Do we get any good things? It's mostly gun skins, right? Oh, here we go. Yeah, I was looking for the cursor. Yeah, I mean, these gun skins are aight, I guess. But, I mean, the only character skin is we get the Scriptal skin, which is eh. And this Bloodhound skin, which is cool. I mean, this does look cool. This looks dope. What else? And then everything else is pretty meh. I mean, that looks cool, I guess. These two, this one's like, what? I mean, it's more like a pattern change. I don't know how I feel about the recolors. Let's go to the, so they have a store. Mythics. Oh man, these are, you can tell for sure that these are like that when they did that crossover event with the clothing company, these definitely look like versions of that. This is actually a pretty cool Bangalore skin. I dig it. I like punky kind of skins, you know? Like the ones that kind of give you that attitude. Like Power Rangers. Like teenagers with attitudes. Alright, what else we got here? Yeah, we're never going to get any of these. Ever. Okay, we're going to go straight into rank. Because I do actually kind of want to try and rank up a little bit. And I also like the overall feeling of rank for the most part. A little bit of that sweat. You know, a little bit of sweat goes a long way. Oh. All right, let's do this. I'm playing with Ash. I'm playing against Ash because this Ash is not my teammate. This Ash is a foe. All right.
Introducing your champion.
Catch me if you can.
Come get some.
Oh
Move
no,
it or die.
I killed. Who are you again? Never mind, Idol. You all think you'll make it out of land. Skin suit over there. Lava over there.
Yeah.
Well, you were a first-class waste of bloody time.
Drop
Stand there,
there.
scoundrels.
Enemy over there.
Oh boy. Okay, we got a coward. We're playing with a coward.
We could check out here.
Also, my weight loss progress has been going okay. You know, I'm still struggling with a lot of things. Like this week, these last 2 weeks, I've just been going like, oh man, just give me all the fast food I want. I want all the smoked ribs. Ooh. Nope. No. Yeah, this is why you do finishers. I'm glad everyone started doing finishers. They're good, nice change of pace. You know, not the most. God, we're dead. We're so dead. This team is so fucked. Wow. Okay, where's my coward teammate though? Next teammate. Oh yeah, he is a coward. He went all the way to the other side. I would not be doing that. I would not be standing in a hallway changing out ammo. Not that I'm a pro or anything. Alright, so how are you gonna get me? How are you gonna get me, bro? How are you gonna get me? I wanna know. What's my other teammate doing? He's sniping? Cool. That's what he should be doing. What's he got? A longbow?
I see a target in the distance.
Oh, someone's on him. Let's see what he tries to do. Okay. Oh. Run. Run. Why aren't you stimming? I would be stimming. Okay. Put your thing down. Put your thing down. Put your thing down. No, give him quiver fire. You should have gone to the left. Oh my gosh. Yeah, put your bouncy pad down. Bounce, dun, dun, dun. Like system went down, you know, bounce, dun, 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 dun. Okay. All right, you got me. Let's get the fuck out of here. This was a bad land. Oh. Okay, he's got a rampage.
Let's go over here.
Fuck. That's a trek. Do you want to go over there? Yeah, go over there.
Check out here.
That's a good one. I wish I could be like A-okay. Can I? So far, I exchanged bullets with him, and then
Let's go over here.
he was just better than me. He was objectively just better than me. But that's what we get for jumping straight into rank, right? That's why we do it. That's why we do these things. We don't do these things for the points. We do it for glory. And I'm about to glory back up. Okay, I don't like what he's doing though. I don't like that he's over there by himself. I'm not the biggest fan. Okay. And then he's also looting down here because he also, yeah.
Ready to rip some heads off. Open supply bin over here.
Ready to fly, compadres? Rampage here. Heavy ammo here.
Is that a rampage? Oh, yeah, we'll take it.
I saw someone, and I don't think they're selling cookies.
Gonna drill some sense into you.
Hit the ejector seat.
Woo! Hell yeah. Oh shit! Oh, I fucked that up. That was totally my fault. That was totally my fault. I don't know how I fucked that up, man. I thought we were doing great. Well, this is over. Yep. Hey, man. You know, sometimes you're super shitty, and the other times you're even shittier. Right? That's how it works. For sure, that's how it works. I'm gonna go to the Apex Reddit. I'm gonna go to the Apex Legends subreddit real quick. What's going on here? Oh wow, a lot of people are talking about input lag. It's kind of weird that Apex, like every time you do get an update with Apex, things do break. Like right now, I'm having voice chat issues with my friends whenever I play this game specifically.
Bloody drink round here.
Introducing your champion.
Let me see what else they're saying. But mostly just a lot of clips.
Strap in. We're gonna risk it for a biscuit.
Yes. I am the jump master. I am the captain. Smoked omelets? Yeah. How you doing, Griever? Oh, dude, I've been playing Edge of Eternity as an RPG in my own free time.
Guys are heaven this.
Gonna add it to the list of games I want to complete. I don't know if I'll complete it, but it's been pretty fun for the most part. It's a slow RPG, that's for freaking sure. Don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing yet, though. Come on, let's go. Let's go. R99. Got my bow check. No problem. What about you? What have you been up to, dude? I'm thinking about also getting a second job. Like, this new job that I got, I don't think it's gonna pay nearly as much for what I want to do. But hey, that's life, right? Sometimes you win, sometimes you win less. But that's part of being an optimist, right?
There's one right here.
Okay, cool. Cool. So that's gonna hopefully. So I remapped my firing button.
Maybe some loot over there. I'll check for us.
So hopefully it should be easier for me to fire.
R301 here. Just give it optics here. Mid range.
Nope. Nope. Oh no! Oh, that guy's low. Oh, my team's not with me. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Why did I solo this? Actually, low key, this is a great strategy for staying in bronze. If anybody wants to run that,
Got one spotted. Closed door here.
this is a great strategy for staying in bronze, which is that's really our big brain tactic is doing that. Always be in bronze, right? ABB, AWBB. And what have you been up to, Griever? Doing great. Just got the Dream Dragon of Truth Yasuo skin currently on queue to test it. In what? What is the Dream Dragon of Truth? Oh, okay, let me look it up.
Extended energy mag here. Level 2.
What game is this? League? It is League. I don't get how League is so popular. I don't know if it's a game I ever want to play. It's I know how long some of the matches are, and that makes me not want to play it. Granted, Apex matches, like, if you're winning a game, an Apex match is like 20 minutes long, but something about League makes me not want to play it. Also, everyone on Twitter is just going like, always shits on the game, so I don't know. Okay.
Get out there and bamboozle.
You didn't really think I could be killed.
But League is kind of like a real-time RPG, right? It's like an online game with, what is it, like, is it 3v3? Shit.
Rings close. Closes and teams. Good bug.
Attention. There is
He's already looting. Loot right here real quick.
Rings moving and we
So our teammate can't quit, but we can go and revive him real quick. Ooh, a flatline. I've been really digging the flatline. But you know what? We're gonna stick with the Mozambique. The Brozambiques. And you might be thinking, why are you gonna stick with lower gun? Because I run faster. That's the only reason why I'm so fast. Also, shotgun ammo is kind of decent, but I mean, it is very hit or miss.
Miharo, grab that banner. We'll put that egg back
Okay.
together again.
We'll put that egg back together again. Oh man, my Australian's coming up. Oh, it's a 5v5 game. Oh, Final Fantasy 14, man. I've been wanting to play 14 again for a while. I got burnt out last time on it.
Drilling right through yous. Hey, grabbed our squattie's banner.
Oh, no! Shit. You don't want the smoke, man. You don't want the smoke. All right, okay. Let's get the fuck out of here. All right. I just downloaded Final Fantasy 14 and stayed up till 4 a.m., which caused me to sleep through a reunion from my research group at uni. Got an excuse for that, so it's probably not a big deal. Yeah, the community is known for being hella toxic. That's not good.
Whole ass here.
Shit, he saw me. He saw me.
How about this way?
See how it's running? It's like to hang out here. Dude, let's walk closer to the station. Let's walk get as close as we can, right? How am I supposed to get rid of it? My ultimate is ready. Yeah, I'm good to go, baby. Yeah, Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball 14. So Final Fantasy 14. I think I got to like oh man, I think I got to like level 60 and I gave up on it. The mistake that I made with Final Fantasy 14, and by the way, I think the videos are still up on this YouTube channel, is one, I picked a gladiator thinking it was DPS. I didn't realize it was a tank. So I was probably going around battling the wrong way. And the other problem too was that I think I did too many side quests at the beginning, which kind of really dampened the experience for me. But I've heard they fixed that. And then the quest that they give you at the beginning of the game, during the first like 20 or 30 hours, it's just fetch quests. And I remember just being super frustrated about that. Man, that sucks. This guy, I'm not getting revived. God damn it, Miranda. I went to save you and now I'm dead.
Rings far. Gonna do some looting there.
This guy does not want to like recover his teammates. There's gonna be somebody here.
Replicator here, falling down.
They're gonna see you on the bridge, dude. That one song though from Stranger Things has been on my mind. It's you and me. Dun, dun. And if I had some, okay, we're leaving. Fuck this guy. Oh come on! You go into storm to loot, but you don't go into storm to save me. That is bonkers, bro. I know my value. I am a high value male. This guy does not understand me. So I think I get it. I hate MQs too. What are MQs? You're gonna have to explain that for me, man. I'm not a nerd like you. I don't know those things. I'm a cool guy. I'm a really cool guy. I like to go to McDonald's and I order the grilled chicken sandwich. That's how cool I am. I don't even go there for the beef. I have no beef with McDonald's. Um, yeah, I don't know what the Master Quest is. That what MQ is? But yeah, fetch quests were really annoying in Final Fantasy 14. So I started and I was like, why are we doing this? The other stuff too is with 14. Like I don't know, man. I don't know if I ever got to the point where I unlocked any kind of fast travel system. I don't think I did, and I remember that kind of frustrating me a little bit too. I remember we went to a different continent and started doing something about that. And then I kind of half started understanding the story. The story was also really hard to understand. It wasn't very straightforward, like the primals and stuff. And I think I understand it more now, reflecting on it. But you know, when I saw it for sure,
This is your champion.
I don't think I understood it.
Let's land this bird right there. Reckon we crash land this puppy there.
Main quest. Oh yeah. I always skip story on MMOs. I don't care if anyone or my mom tells me it's good. I never play. Dude, I cannot do that. If I cannot play an MMO simply for the sake of playing an MMO. That's RPGs because the gameplay is so slow. I need to be somewhat interested in the story. If I'm not interested in the story, it's really hard for me to like move forward with it. That's why with Edge of Eternity, the current game I'm playing, this one over here, that's why I'm still like kind of iffy on whether I'm going to complete it or not because the story's been all over the place. For better or worse. Did they actually make it? No. No, Mother of Fletcher, he's gonna get it. There we go. I'm going for these wins. Oh, we got high tier loot. Cool. Okay, not bad. I'm down for rocking this setup for the rest of the game. We'll pick that in case anyone needs it.
I prepared this trial that others might test their skills.
Oh, that's my bad. My bad. Oh, they're just starting. Okay, well, we're going to run through the devotion ammo, I think, first. Alright, where you at? Where you at? Well, what do we get? What do we get? What do we get? I hate how they give you ammo in this thing. I feel like they shouldn't give you. Yeah, I already got that. I'm gonna look for ammo. Let's look for ammo. Oh, yeah? Alright, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna hold fast. I'm gonna hold so fast. Yep. Oh, look at that play! That dog didn't stand a chance. Alright, I did my part. You guys doing your part? No. Alright, cool. Oh, I want the fucking helmet. God damn it, I wanted that helmet. Yeah, I might need to land here a lot more often. So, I think 6 are coming out. Okay. Oh, fuck. Shit. Oh, dude, this is all me, baby. Dude, teammates, useless teammates. Watch them take all the gold shit. Watch them take all the gold shit. Motherfucker! That's mine.
Rings back. Captain, we got 60
God, a bunch of loot goblins here. I'm not about to sit through 60 hours of story before you do that. It's like Final Fantasy 13. It's like when people say with Final Fantasy 13, oh, you need to play it till you get to the good part. And the good part is when the game opens up, and the game opens up like 40 hours in. Because I love Final Fantasy 13, but I do hate it when people recommend it as, oh, it gets good later on. And like when the game gets open world, I'm like, that's 30 to 40 hours in. Don't tell me it gets good right there. Do not tell me a game gets good 30 hours in. That makes me not want to play it. Like, why would I want to play through like just a shitty 30 hours?
10 seconds and the ring's
Oh,
close.
let me get up. Let me get up. Let me get up. What are we doing? What are we doing, boys? Dude, I have a bunch of goblins. Dude, look at them just hang out here. Look at these guys. They're just standing here. They don't know what the fuck to do. Why are we attacking them if we're just going to stay so far away? Look, second time going on here because my team cannot commit to a decision.
What do you say we move here?
Yeah.
Wide, here comes the drill.
This is my biggest gripe with Apex Legends is this. Like, I wish I had more agency over my team. Yep. Yep. Fuck, they're both dead. Motherfucker.
Gonna drill some sense into it.
Okay. Oh. Oh. Let's revive. Revive. Why isn't he reviving? Ah, this team. They got gold revives. Use them. Use them. Use your revive shield. Yeah. That's an honest argument. That is. Yeah. No, I hate it when people recommend a game and they say, "Oh, you gotta wait till the good part." Like, if the good part has to be within the first 5 hours of a game. If the good part is not within the first 5 hours of a game, it makes it super difficult to recommend. It makes it super difficult for me to kind of want to go through with it. Like, I think Metal Gear is a really good. Metal Gear Solid 5 is a hard game for me to recommend because MGS5, one, it's the 5th game in the entry, so you're already starting at a disadvantage. And then the first part of the game, the first hour and a half of that game, is a very linear game. And then the rest of the game is, for the most part, very open. So trying to suggest MGS5 to somebody, it's almost like the opposite of that issue where, like, you tell someone, hey, if you're into story-based games, the beginning of it, super good. And then it gets you're going to have to come up with your own headcanon as to where this goes. Oh boy, my boy Face Guy 6004 is he's letting us know his mic is on.
This is your champion. I don't think my stealth is the best. All of you is the worst. Fancy that.
Greed will eat your mortal sorrow.
How about here? Wherever we go.
I recommend, but I always give a fair warning. Yeah, usually that's I always give a warning on any game I recommend. I'm like when people ask me like if they should play Apex, like I have a few cousins before that have asked me, and I'm just like, it's a battle royale. It's 60. It's a little bit team based, but the learning curve for Apex Legends is a real big bullshit learning curve. The game is unapologetically difficult. The game doesn't really reward you for playing well, and I would say even when you get to upper levels, it still doesn't really reward you. Hey, what's up, Cupcake? Like, it does sort of reward you with, I guess, loot boxes and stuff because they're easier to get when you start. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Our flight captain was not good on that one.
Drop would be way better than that.
Nah, Face, your drop sucked. Good thing you can't hear me. How you doing, Cupcake? What have you been up to? We're just talking about how we recommend games to each other. So, like, I was talking about how it's difficult for me to recommend games like MGS5 and this game, even though I love those games, and how and that conversation stemmed from talking about Final Fantasy 14, believe it or not, that's right up your alley. Final Fantasy 14, the game I put like 60 hours in, and then I was like, all right, I'm a head out. What's that meme? I'm out. With the guy coming off the couch like that. Yeah, last 2 months have been wild. I feel you, man. I feel like life does not care if you're tired at all. It's like we're just gonna go. Um, Didn't been to your streams in a while. Have you been playing this still Portia? Yeah, I've been okay. I was talking about earlier how I'm probably gonna need to get a second job because I'm a swim instructor now, but I don't want to say my. I don't think they're watching, and I don't want to say my employer lied when they told me that they had a full-time position, but just kind of working there, the hours that they're giving me and the hours they give everybody else, and kind of doing my own very simple 2+2 kind of mathematical skills. I don't think they have nearly enough the clientele to warrant trying to give me a full-time job. And oh, this is cool. Look at this mural. Look at this cool art while our teammates are getting shot up. Oh, oh boy. All right. Yep. Ties that bind. Ties that bind. Ties that bind. Oh. Oh. There we go. There we go. Those were warning shots. All right. Go around. Go around. Go around. Go around. Go around. Go around. All right. Let's go. All right, to the right. 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 Yep. No. All right. We're gonna have to go around. Go around. Go around. Oh. Shoot. Ah. Oh, bad. I didn't realize. That was a bad switch. All right, he left. Get him, Crypto. Get him. You got this, FaZe? No, you don't got this.
Dude, why are you guys so bad?
Why are we so bad? Come on, dude. Why are you so angry? Oh, yeah, at 14, yeah. But workers are in high demand right now, so I hear so. Yeah, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Yeah, it's just... so this is the indie game that I've been playing. It's called Edge of Eternity. I think Smart Thingamajig will kind of say where I've been left off. It's pretty much an RPG that takes a lot of inspiration from... This game takes way too much inspiration from like every Final Fantasy game ever made. And Xenoblade. And honestly, walking outside, roaming around reminds me a lot of a mix between like Final Fantasy 14, the really big open areas, and Xenoblade. Especially when you go into a town. Here, watch. I'm going to go to a town real quick. Actually, I don't know if I'll be able to go to a town. Yeah. Yeah. Tirkila. Yeah, so we're going to go to this town real quick. It's interesting. So once again, it is an indie game. Originally, I think this game was starting release around 2014, and they only released one chapter a year or something like that. I think all the chapters are out now. They added voice acting. They added a Japanese dub. They added like some end game bosses and I think some character skins. And I think they plan on adding a few more things. But want to say the original studio that started this game was a 3-person studio, and since then they've evolved to a 14-person studio. And I think they just got picked up by Sony actually. Yeah. So once again, it looks better than I think it has any right being, considering how many people made it. But walking around in a city reminds me so much of FF14. This reminds me so much of FF14. I'm doing this because this is the fastest way. I'm so tired of walking in this game. I am out. These are like the little chocobos, pretty much. Watch, look, I got mine. He just kind of teleports in. Teleport. There you go. Yeah, this is my little guy. I haven't named him yet, but I'll come up with a name. They're called Nikarus. But yeah, this just reminds me so much of Final Fantasy 14. Just how you can talk to people. And how they all have like their backstory. I just love coming here. The smell, the people, the view. My family is safe. I can't ask for anything more. Even here in Tykilam, you will find people cheering for Raynon, even if the consort wouldn't hesitate a second to hut them for hearsay. Yeah, it feels a lot like Final Fantasy 14, which is crazy because I know it's heavily inspired by Final Fantasy and Xenoblades. I know those are two big draws of inspirations. The music itself seems to be inspired from more than other games. I was looking at a Reddit AMA, and it looks like it was inspired by just from Legend of Zelda to other action games and beyond. It does feel like it. There's no track that sticks out to me in particular, but I will say it is nice having it. It's nice. It's not too much. Yeah, and it feels very indie-ish. There's lots of bugs in this game, which is it's funny. I feel like bugs in an indie game are very charming versus when you have bugs in a AAA game and then they feel like more like annoyances. if that makes sense. Yeah, it's okay, so you say cat squirrel. I was thinking about this, but it's also got like feathers. Like it's got like, if you look at its undercoat, it's got like feathers for sure. But yeah, it very much looks like a cat. Like the tail is very reminiscent of a squirrel tail, but it's also got like little feathers. It reminds me of the animals that you would see on the Avatar show, if that makes sense. How they would be like a mishmash of different IRL animals. So look at me saying IRL. And if we look, I have played this game for 28 hours. Probably I would say like 2/3 of that is me doing fetch quests. Not fetch quests, fetch quests and like Final Fantasy 12 kind of like battles and like Seath missions. I will say though that I'm kind of overdoing side quests, so I've just kind of been pushing the story for the most part, and it's okay. So far, the game has only taken place on this one continent. We haven't really gone beyond that, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel about this game in 10 more hours. But for the most part, this has been the game I've been playing offline while I've been trying to like de-stress and kind of worry about other things. All right, we're done with this. And the one thing I gotta praise Xbox on this, man. That quick resume thing is so fucking cool with RPGs because you could just literally jump in without having to save where you were at, and that's nice. That's very nice. All right, let's go back to Apex. Hopefully, I didn't get kicked. I don't think I did. Yeah. All right. But yeah, that's so. While I've been sweating it up in Apex, I've been kind of just like chilling out with the Nookaroo or whatever it's called. Yeah, but AAA bugs are not really acceptable. Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel about them. Which is like on some aspect they're acceptable. Like when I don't know if you guys have played Final Fantasy VII Remake, but Final Fantasy Remake had weird like texture bugs. To me, that's way more acceptable. The game Edge of Eternity that I just showed you guys, like the biggest bug I think I have with it is that sometimes NPCs don't load up, and sometimes when you go into the start menu, the menu becomes unresponsive. You can usually get out of it and then come back into it. I've only experienced one crashing bug, but for me, I'm just like, for a game this massive with that many people that worked on it for this many years, that's no problem. I have no problem dealing with that. Texture bugs in Final Fantasy VII Remake, I look at that as more of a limitation of the console, the PS4 that it was originally released on. And it probably has been like stamped out for the most part, outside of whatever PC bugs. I do think PC ports are always like shat on. Portia, what is?
Excited to see you all in the ring. Don't worry, there's plenty of meat.
Is that the? Oh yeah. This is the game. This is the. I remember Portia now. Yeah, I remember when you were playing this. This is definitely the farming game.
You're not.
How do you want your potatoes? Cooked or cooked?
I'm here. You're not.
It is kind of weird though, growing up with games and then seeing like all the indie games that you know exactly where they draw their inspiration from. But yeah, I've kind of been in an indie game mood, which is why I was playing Edge of Eternity. Once again, would I recommend it? Yes. My biggest issue with Edge of Eternity, outside of a few bugs here and there, are that the story, I said this earlier in the stream, but the story is kind of like all over the place. It's taking time to ramp up. And it's taking its sweet time. Now, is it taking it as sweet of a time as Final Fantasy 14? No. Final Fantasy 14 is the champion at using how Final Fantasy 14 ramps up its story. It uses the most handy capable ramp at the lowest angle to kind of go up its story. I don't know how to describe it other than that because it's that left a bad taste in my mouth. Uh-oh, I hear a zipline. I don't think the Final Fantasy VII Remake is acceptable for me, but I'm an open hater of the game. Oh yeah, you are. I'm okay. I'm curious to see where it goes. I'm not against all the Final Fantasy Remake stuff. I like how they're handling the the other goofy Nomura stuff. Also, I gotta say though, coming from someone that's played a lot of Kingdom Hearts, it's also nice seeing Nomura get like fair criticism. I feel like Nomura used to be put on a pedestal, but now he's getting fair criticism in a way that I feel like is very constructive, and that I think Kingdom Hearts takes really well. I think Final Fantasy VII Remake, you kind of see like a lot of it. I'm not a Nomura hater. I like Nomura a lot. I think I like his presentation skills whenever he does presentations. Is needed for world building. Yeah, that's how I felt about A Realm Reborn. But I mean, I was also frustrated with other things. Like when I picked the Gladiator, I didn't know I was a tank, and I was also frustrated with not knowing that when starting the game that you didn't have to do all the side quests. Like I was very much in like a single player RPG kind of mode where I was like, okay, I'll do a bunch of side quests in this area, and then I'll move on to the next area. I'll go to the next city. We'll do a whole bunch of side quests here. And when it's more of a do them if you want, but just kind of keep moving forward. I just want it to be on Xbox. I don't like playing games on my PC, so that's honestly the biggest thing holding me back right now. It's just doing that. I think if it were on Xbox, I would absolutely play it. I would give it a second chance for sure. Yeah, I think the last thing I remember about Final Fantasy 14, it started off in, I don't remember, the city was like Astoria or something. And I can't remember if I just met Sid, but I do remember meeting the airship system. And I remember going from a city that was like, that had a lot of airships to going to a forest where like some forest critters were having issues with like the woodlands. Yeah. Once again, I will say the battle system is a little bit slower than I'd like it to be. And once again, the game is somewhat long. From what I can tell, the game feels long. I feel like it's probably like a 50-hour game, probably more. I mean, I'm 30 hours in. I've been doing a lot of side quests. I think if you streamline it, you can probably do better. But it's definitely for people that like RPGs. I'll give it that. It's just presentations. I don't know, man. I like the Square Enix presentations. I think they're very funny because it's like, I don't know, Square Enix is an interesting company because they do so many like cool things, and then they do other things that are not very cool. Like how they're still interested in NFT stuff, and I'm just like, all right, guys, come on, Square Enix, just get away from the NFT stuff. I feel like Joshi P, because I believe he's on the board now for Square Enix, because Square Enix is a publicly traded company in Japan. I feel like he's holding Square Enix back from being more money hungry. I feel like Joshi P is like Chris Pratt in that dinosaur movie where he's has his hands up, like hold up, guys. Because it does feel like Joshi P cares a lot about the IPs in a way that, in the same way that Nomura cares about the IPs, because Nomura loves the IPs. Everyone that works on those games loves the IPs, but I feel like board members get in the way. I like Nomura. I'm not a Nomura hater. I may sound like a Nomura hater. I'm not. I do like Nomura a lot.
You ain't scan rings out. Oh no, with you.
Oh my gosh, this
You
guy.
ain't scan ring, bro.
Look, like I said, look at Now Thigh intro. Some possible 14 spoilers. That stuff is fire.
A safety information card is not located in
Yeah, I don't know. I'll get to Final Fantasy 14 at some point again. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. Maybe when I get more money. Alright, cool. Care package. Oh, yeah.
Optics here. Sniper.
That guy grabbed that backpack so fast. God, man. Loot goblins. Nothing but loot goblins in this game. Look at these teammates. Loot Goblin 1 and Loot Goblin A. Let's just scout real quick. Yep. Oh, give me a second.
Targeting the next ring, people. It's sent to your maps.
Eyes up. Crafting.
Crafting over here. My mother would love hearing me say that.
What the fuck do you mean?
Rings nearby. 1 minute till close.
60. Plenty of time for mischief.
iHeartGaming 662 says,
Got 45
Cancer.
closes.
Damn, that sucks. Sorry. Take your time.
Yeah, I say yeah, my bad.
3-0. Rings close.
I wish I had 3 times.
I know, it seems like they're nowhere. Same with purple mags.
10 seconds.
Purple lightning.
Rings just ahead.
I can't see none with this. I don't know where nobody at.
It's on. Rings moving.
I got my redeploy. Hopefully iHeart gets back.
Care package being delivered. Care package coming down.
Alright.
Alert 5, factory actual. Ready for burn, how copy? Go for burn. Drinks are not complimentary on this flight, though the wish to God they were soon enough.
That's a lifeline care package.
Got company out there.
getting thirded now.
Munted an enemy. Far mean.
I got my assist.
Putting lead down range. Tearing through.
Okay. So hopefully it works now. So I was trying to say is that in a 2 week span, my two aunts got diagnosed with like life threatening conditions. One of them, she is an alcoholic. She had kidney and liver failure. We just got the call. The call they saw me get was my mom calling me saying that she has about 30% chance of survival, and that they give her about 3 months to live. But realistically, and I even told my mom this when they first took her to the hospital in like 2 weeks ago. I told them that dude, she might die in like 2 months. So while I am surprised about it, it's just it just sucks to hear the news. And then my other aunt, she got diagnosed with cancer. I don't know what kind of cancer, but it's stage 3 cancer.
Close as in 10. Good buzz.
So that's kind of where we're sitting at, and it's just kind of just a lot of stuff at once. Now, some of you might be saying, "Why are you playing games?" It's just because this stuff for me, we've been talking about it in the background for a while. I've been pretty open about it myself. I've been having a very realistic time window for the most part. My aunts are the ones that don't really know anything about health or fitness, and they're just like, "Oh, they'll get better. And I was trying to explain to them, going like, "No, this is pretty severe stuff. You need to really pay attention." And now that they went to the doctor, now it looks like everyone's paying attention, which is kind of frustrating because I was telling them. Oh boy, feels weird. Yeah, if it does feel weird. I mean, it's just like, I don't know. Here, I'll talk about it right here. Oh. The hell? Yeah. So, yeah, sorry, this kind of stuff. Yeah, it's never easy. I mean, I've been very realistic about all of it for the most part. Like, it's just my aunts that are like when my aunt went into the hospital. Like, the reason she went to the hospital is because she went to my sister's house to get oranges because she didn't feel good. She's like, "Oh, I'm gonna make myself like a fruit smoothie to clean my body out." And my sister was like, "Oh, she doesn't look good. She should probably go to the hospital." Then she went to my mom's store, and at my mom's store, which she used to work at, she man, her sister didn't said she didn't look good, but she didn't know what to do. So then they waited on calling the hospital until my mom got there. I don't know why. I mean, it's unfortunate, but my aunts, they don't know. They don't know shit. Like, hey, Gravy. Sorry, you dropped right in the middle of stuff. Yeah, they don't know. Man. It's. Hey, what's up, Moose? Yeah, so it is unfortunate. I just sometimes, I just wish my aunts would be smarter about these things. I think that's where most of my frustration is coming from, and because I feel like my mom has gotten smarter since I started living with her because I bring up a lot of these things to her. Like I'm like trying to think better about these things, try and be smarter about some of these things. But my other aunts, man, I just kind of wish they would have acted earlier. I don't know. I wish they would have picked up on some signs. Like I've been telling them this stuff for a while too, like for years. Like it's not just like it's frustrating because it just feels like you're not listened to, and people go like, "Oh, you're crazy," and then it's just all this stuff starts happening, and I'm just like, "Shit, I don't fucking know what the response is." But yeah, I think the my aunt that has stage 3 cancer, I think I think she still has a lot of years ahead of her. She just lost a whole bunch of weight too, which has got to make her body easier. I think she just lost like 100 pounds in the last year, which is probably gonna make things easier. My aunt, however, that has liver and kidney failure, her thing is a lot harder to swallow, and that's because she's had a boyfriend that's enabled her, and we told her multiple times to break up with him, and she doesn't want to. And I know I don't want to put the blame solely on her because that is definitely in a relationship where they were codependent on each other. The guy was a compulsive liar too, like in the actual sense of what a compulsive liar is, which is a person that lies about everything. Like one time, like we went to a party and he was like, "Oh yeah," and I'm not even kidding, word for word. This is what he says. He's like, "Yeah, the whole factory, no COVID. It's all because of me. It's because I'm keeping everyone strong. I'm keeping everyone healthy. It's like I'm holding everyone on my shoulders." And we're like, "What the hell are you talking about?" And then he ended up getting COVID because he's an idiot. And I got COVID too, but it took me like 2 years because I was cautious about it. So I don't know. I mean, I just yeah. So my aunt that has so she yeah. I've gotten arguments into her about her drinking too, which is unfortunate because she rents out the trailer by that I own, and we rent it to her too at a pretty below market value, I guess. I don't know what you say, like pretty low. And it's annoying because like during the year of COVID, the first year of COVID, like we were being really lenient with her where I don't think she paid rent for like 7 months, which is fine. I mean, rent money is just extra money. But then she got like very aggressive when we told her that she needs to stop drinking. And then she wouldn't talk to my mom, so then I had to talk to her. When she wouldn't want to talk to me, she would talk to my mom. And it just sucks. It sucks because we've argued with this person for like how they can get. Man, I mean, it's crazy. If she would have stopped drinking like 6 months ago, this would just be totally different. Yeah, but she was a habitual drinker. She would go through like a case of beer at the end of every one of her days, and she would get liquor and put it in her cup and take that to work. And she wasn't a bad person or anything. It's just very yeah, sending hugs. She wasn't a bad person, but she's just very hard headed. I don't know, man. It's like when these things like I was talking to somebody earlier this week about it, and it's like it is a little hard for me to feel bad for her, but it's not hard to understand that I don't think even a lot of people that do a lot of different kinds of bad things, no one deserves to like have an unexpected death. Nobody deserves to die, quote unquote. So it is frustrating though, even though this person was someone that I butted heads with and we've had disagreements with, and her alcoholism was a reason why she couldn't pay her rent. And that she was she was codependent with her boyfriend, and that she was mad at her family and our family because we would quote unquote criticize her too much. It is also at the same time frustrating to see her go through all this pain right now where she's hallucinating and she doesn't know where she's at. She's sleeping all the time. She doesn't have the energy to like stand up. It's very sad to see, and it's still very sad to watch. Yeah, addiction is a beast. I have a brother that's schizophrenic, and that's a topic where I'm not going to talk about it too much because I do get like really emotional about that, and that's frustrating because he he's my brother, so I knew him from when he was a kid, and then watching him be a teenager and experiment with drugs, and telling him, hey, don't do drugs, don't do drugs, don't do drugs, and then after that watching him become an adult for a while he looked like he was on a right path, and around the time he turned 19 or 20, just started going in a downward spiral. And then my mom had no idea what was going on. She would just think that he was lazy. And by the time I came to California, I think he was like 27. And I was telling my mom, like the first week I was here, I was like, "Oh, he's got." I hadn't seen him for like 6 or 7 years, and I told my mom, I was like, "Oh, he has schizophrenia. This isn't normal. This is like he's actually crazy." And I know using the word crazy is ableist, but this is for the sake of casualness in this conversation and the way we react to it. I was telling my mom, I was like, no, he's not being like lazy. He's having conflict in his head. He's always hearing voices and he's hallucinating and he's like talking to himself and like yelling at neighbors. And I was like, we have to get this under control, and we still can't get it under control. We're still having issues with it, but that's one of those things where I told my mom, I was like, you gotta be where I think one day he's just gonna leave or something. Because and then he's also has addiction issues on top of that, so it's just that's annoying. Addiction is a hell of a drug, right?
We're already in the ring. Guess I'll run in circles for fun.
Yeah, there's no good man, it's hard. It's because knowing a lot of people that have addiction issues. Man, it's almost like some people are hardwired to be able to get out of addiction issues, and then other people are like, it feels like they'll never overcome it, and that's sad to watch. Because they get on your nerves, they get frustrating, they don't listen to you, they think you're too uppity up and that you know better. And then you see them go to the hospital and now have liver issues, and all of a sudden like the whole world comes crashing down. And you start getting into these weird, like, I don't even know if she knows she's dying yet. It's the crazy part. Yeah, it is also weird having both these issues back to back like this. We'll see. I am happy though that the doctor did like want to see my aunts and stuff, her sisters, and like tell them the severity of the situation, because God, man, me and my sister, we were telling them and they were not freaking listening. They're just like, oh, she'll be okay. That's just her. She'll come back. Sometimes she just drinks too much. And she had jaundice. That's what it's called. When you have like yellowness around your eyes or in your skin. So we'll see what happens. Anyway, sorry about the sad stream, guys. And for anyone wondering, yes, this is how I normally react to this kind of news. It's just I have to ponder it for a long time. And I have to keep myself distracted, or else like the day goes by real slow. Yeah, I remember the day my dad died, which was I wasn't very close to my dad, by the way. I need to preface that. I wasn't very close to him. In fact, I was very upset with him for a while, for a long time. And he didn't. I don't think he really wanted to see me until towards the end of his life. And I think at that point he got frustrated that he couldn't see me anymore. And he was in Mexico, and I was in Texas at the time. And it wasn't easy to go see him either, because he lived in a part of the country that was kind of hard to access. Because you had to take a plane to get to like the countryside of Mexico. And then when you get there, you had to drive, I think, for like 8 hours into like the mountain villages. Some people, for some reasons, do have more difficult leaving addiction. Yeah. I mean, it definitely feels like that. Just because I know a lot of people that have. I know several people in my family that are addicted to alcohol, and they don't think that they're addicted to it. And I'm just like, no, you're addicted to it. You can't tell, but you're definitely addicted to it. And then you have, in my family, I think it's just me and a few cousins who don't even want to drink. Like, I don't ever feel a temptation to drink. I never want to get drunk. I never want to drink. I have another cousin that's just like that. And I have like a few other cousins that are like maybe two more. And granted, we're like 30 cousins, so I have like three other cousins that are a little bit like me, where we don't see a value in drinking, and almost my whole family is just the other way on it. Something my counselor told me once is that addicts sometimes have to hit. Yeah, that's true. That's what I tell my mom about my brother with his schizophrenia, where because he doesn't want to listen to us, he doesn't want to go to a doctor, he thinks people are out to get him, and like I tell him like, okay, well, you know, it's unfortunate, but he's definitely the kind of person that needs to hit rock bottom for him to accept that he needs help with his voices and stuff. Like it's very unreal. Like my mom thinks that like she can change my brother by showing him love and stuff, and it's a very unrealistic approach, especially with when you're so under equipped to deal with mental illness, or even can barely comprehend what it is, like severe mental illness, and can barely comprehend and understand what it is.
New kill leader. Target over there. For long, Val.
Oh, that was hot. That was hot. There's another squad in here though. What? So, oh, need help. Hopefully they got him. I think they got him. Yeah. So,
1 second. We got this.
yeah. I mean, I do know that with a lot of addicts, not well. In my experience, a lot of the addicts I've known, they have had to hit rock bottom for them to kind of do something, which is unfortunate because when you hit rock bottom, you could be so close to death and not even know it. And then to have to force someone to go through that, that's unfortunate. And it sucks because a lot of like people, a lot of my aunts, they look at me as like someone that has no sympathy, and I'm just like, well, I do have sympathy. It's hard for me to sympathize with you people in particular because you guys don't pay as much attention to like your health and stuff as nearly as much as I do. I say that as a fat person. Yeah, but I mean, I've been preaching about my aunt for like 2 years now. When I saw how bad she was, I kept telling like a lot of her sisters, like, "Hey, you guys need to do an intervention or something. This is not good." And then when she moved into the trailer that we own, like I even told my mom and some other aunts that's like, "Hey, it's not good because now she's probably gonna think she can drink as much as she can," and she did do that for a while, but then she backed off. But I don't know, just goes to show you how precious life is, I guess. That literally you can have bad behaviors, and you can do those repeated bad behaviors for probably a very, very long time. And then one day just something in your body's just gonna break. Just one day something just isn't gonna be how it's supposed to be, and then that will be the catalyst for just a whole bunch of problems, which will lead to like unnecessary suffering. Man, I hate unnecessary suffering. I think that is like such a pet peeve of mine when people go through that. I don't know why. I think it's because I think I had some of that when I was like a little bit younger, like in my early 20s. So whenever I see someone go through like unnecessary suffering, where I'm just like, ah, man, this could be. It always makes me want to help people out, but can't help everybody. Oh, I did have a problem. Alcohol and cigarettes. I used to drink and smoke a lot around the time I hit legal drinking age, 18 in Brazil. Oh, okay. Yeah, my brother actually, when he went to rehab in Mexico, we forced him to go to rehab, by the way, because in the United States, for you to go to rehab, it has to be voluntary. And he did get better in Mexico, actually. Like his memory started getting better. Like he was able to watch movies and recall plots and characters of movies, but I don't know. My mom took him out of rehab early, and his condition, I think, has worsened. But yeah, what's interesting is that in rehab over there, while they don't let you drink, they do let you smoke. So a lot of people that go to rehab in Mexico, they end up getting they end up becoming like dependent on cigarettes. Which is kind of interesting. I guess trading one vice for another, but it's still not good. And everybody smokes in rehab over there, so it's very difficult to not get addicted to them. Like everyone smokes cigar. Not I don't want to say guards because they're not really guards. Like nobody has a weapon. Even the quote unquote guards, they don't really have weapons. They just tend to get bigger guys and just have standby doors. Maybe it could be my twisted view of America where all guards have weapons. I've been kind of shut in for about 6 months. I decided that kind of life was not for me, so I got back into school and never looked back. It's been 8 years. Hey, congratulations, Griever. That's always the hard part. That's how I feel about being fat. It's like it takes a while for you to kind of, when you're like really big, you're just like, I don't know. I think a big thing for me was like not being able to tie my shoes. Like I was just like, oh man, this is not good. Like it never felt good not being able to tie my shoes or just like having to bend, like always use the step stool and stuff. I didn't like that.
Recharging my shields.
We need to get out of here.
Gives a sec. Recharging my shields.
Anyway, sorry for the Sag stream, guys. But hey, man, if you want to sympathize, feel free to do so. One thing I don't like about a lot of I think my family is that I think for me to process like sad stuff, I have to kind of be busy doing stuff like this. For example, like this. This is a good example of it. And a lot of times they don't associate that with like, it's like they associate like more like the duration of mourning, how long you mourn for. Like they associate that with how much you care for somebody, and that's, and I don't look at it like that at all. Where I'm just like, it's just it's just not good.
Replicator incoming.
Right, we need to get out of here. It's a bad spot. Yeah, I definitely became a shut-in too. I was actually thinking about like starting up Tinder again, just because
Hostile spotted.
I've been single for a very, very long time, and one of my reasons for being single was that I just don't feel like I have anything to be proud of to like that I can contribute in a relationship. And I know that's a weird thing too. That's but because all my friends are like, well, that doesn't matter, and in all honesty, it doesn't matter. But it's such a personal pet peeve of mine, and I don't know why it is. But if I got a therapist one day, they'll tell me the secrets. They'll tell me the secrets of my brain. But
Go
oh, we need to go.
Got violence to do.
Yeah, we need to go.
It's shooting at me.
Okay.
Reloaded. You fellas know the drill.
Yeah, everyone grieves differently. Griever enters the chat. Okay. Oh, let's go down. Let's go down.
I downed an enemy.
I ain't letting you die. Until we've won. Open wide. Here comes the drill.
That was pretty. That was a good teamwork right there.
Hostile right here. Need to recharge my shields. Phasing.
Cool.
Care package coming in.
Oh, squad.
That was good teamwork, guys.
Nice choice.
I am very proud of this team. I hate going through the menus too fast.
Level 4.
Shotgun. Okay, we're not gonna be able to find shotgun ammo, so shoot one. Okay. Sniper stock, yeah. Take that, we'll take that. Take all of this stuff. We got all the good stuff.
Picking myself up.
G grief. I thought you said G Fuel for a second. G Fuel. G Fuel just hits different when you're grieving, you know? Oh boy. Alright.
Might be something good this way.
Yep. You're doing that. I'm gonna over here real quick. See if I can find a stock. They did have. Yeah, shotguns.
Might be something good this way.
Enemy here. Pleasure to meet him, pleasure to kill him.
I feel like someone's around me, but I don't want to stop looting. I'm such a loot goblin. I was complaining about my teammates being loot goblins like 2 games ago, but hey, I'm over here loot goblining up. That's so cool how you can aim and throw this at the same time. It feels a bit unfair.
Drilling right through yous.
Oh, I didn't pick up a scope for this gun. That's unfortunate. It's okay. I wish our Octane would put a pad. Oh, it flew in there. That's cool. Alright, so we got one guy down there. Oh, ooh! That's a... I think that's a Kraber.
Skull and a phoenix kid.
Oh, boy. Dude, so when my aunt dies, she's gonna leave behind like 4 children. One of them who's also schizophrenic. One of them who's a cousin that lives around the corner, but it kind of sucks because I don't know if he'll be able to... I don't think he's going to be able to pay for the trailer by himself, so I'm going to try and work a solution. I don't know what the solution is going to be, but I'll try and work one. And then another one who I don't even know where he's at, actually. And then the daughter, which I think she's the most well off. She's like pretty strong. But
You fellas know the drill.
Recharging my shield.
but I don't know.
Hostile spotted.
Yep, also spotted. My aim is just not good. You have the wackiest lead out right now. What do you mean? Lead out?
They spotted me.
Lead? Talking about like in this game? You're gonna have to elaborate on that moose. Moose is loose. Oh. Cool. We don't want them to have that.
Sick. Recharging my shields.
I'm gonna run out of healing items. Just hanging out here. The Kraber got nerfed, so don't worry. Thank you, thank you. That just reduces all my stress. What was the nerf on the Kraber? They just made. I'm assuming if I had to guess, time to scope in is longer. This is just a weird angle to try and kind of secure. Can we? I kind of want to get on that, but that's the circle's going to close in this little open area. So I kind of don't want to waste any more resources. Yep. Yeah. So yeah. So we don't have time to waste resources. Okay, circle's gonna close. We'll be fine.
Recharging my shields, Duzzies.
The loadout. What? So it's got less ammo. Okay. Ooh, donut.
What a bunch of fancy fellas. We're already inside the next
I
ring.
need heavy ammo.
Heavy ammo here.
Thank you.
Me here.
Oh. Yep. Yep. That wasn't bound to happen though. Oh, this is the final squad. Oh, this is a bad portal. This is not a good portal. So I gave her my ammo. Yeah, purple helmet, headshots. Oh, okay. I always forget about the defense percentages that helmets give you. It's not good when water tastes good. I'm just pointing that out there.
Final ring. This is for all the Marvel people.
Why? Why would you do that? That's so funny. Yo, my teammates are silly gooses.
Making contact with enemy.
Oh man. Oh, you're dead. You're so dead. They're pushing. You're dead. Oh no! She ducked and weaved! Wow. She ducked and weaved.
We have our Apex champions.
I can't even look at these guys. Okay, I think we're gonna do like 2 more games, or maybe 1 more game, and then I think I'm gonna bounce, guys. I want to make some phone calls. Ay, ay, ay. Today is not very poggers. Okay. Okay, let's see. Oh, Cupcake, I just saw your You Don't Feel Well stream. Hopefully you feel better. That's the worst feeling. I think like when you want to stream and you don't feel good because you're just like, I know the physical willpower is there, but the mental willpower is not there. It's such a such a weird feeling, I think, to explain to people that don't stream. I don't know if I need glasses, but I swear half the time you're shooting something. I can't even tell if there's something there. Okay, you don't need glasses. Okay, so part of the reason why you can't tell is for a couple of reasons. One, the game is in 4K. Two, this game, unlike Overwatch, doesn't put like little out. I wish this game would put outlines against people you're shooting. And three, you know, if you're watching this on a 4K TV with the actual resolution, it probably looks better. But I mean, it's just. Here's the thing. Streaming at 4K just makes you when you shoot your shots, it just makes you look good. It just makes you look that much better. Like, man, I can't even see Ramiro shooting anything, but he's shooting stuff. Slept for like 3 hours. Oh man, I had one of those days like last Saturday where I couldn't sleep at all. I think I did the mistake of drinking like an ice macchiato like 3 hours before my normal bedtime, which I didn't think was gonna obstruct my sleeping schedule, but it obstructed it, and I just could not sleep. I didn't know what to do either. Like the whole night, I'm just like, okay, I spent an hour looking at TikToks. What now? I guess I could play Edge of Eternity. Played Edge of Eternity for like 2 hours. I was like, okay, what now? I guess look at more TikTok videos. That didn't work. Okay, maybe I could play Apex. I'll go back to playing Apex. And then I think after 30 minutes of playing Apex, I fell asleep, and I was like, God, man. But then I woke up around my normal wake up time, which is 8 a.m., and I was like, God damn it, I want to be able to sleep in. Oh, someone's here. Oh, by the way, if you guys haven't seen the new Miss Marvel show on Disney Plus, I gotta say, man, that as an outsider to Bollywood, the new Miss Marvel show, it's actually really cool in the way that they pay homage to like Bollywood and how they actually include like Indian and Pakistani culture. Like it's actually the way that show does it. I feel like it's a good like tone marker for how more shows should probably do it. Because it feels fucking cool when they do it. Like, oh, this is rad. I don't know how to describe it other than that. So, check out the Miss Marvel show if you're into that. Yeah, yeah, those nights are the worst because you just end up getting. Because here's the one thing that no one tells you about staying up all night. Staying up all night, that's like 8 hours. You don't think about how long that is until you start doing stuff and realizing that the stuff you're doing isn't using an appropriate amount of time. You're just like, oh man, we still have 5 hours till we're about to wake up. Why can't I go to sleep? Oh man, I got 4 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours. Why can't I sleep? Yeah, it's not good because I think the week before that I had a food poisoning, which was even worse. And during that one, I didn't sleep at all at night. I think I fell asleep like around 6 in the morning. And even then, I only ended up sleeping until I think like 10 o'clock. And I tried taking naps and I just couldn't. Yeah, the new Miss Marvel show is fucking fantastic. It's one of my favorite. My favorite Marvel shows right now are like I used to be a pretty big Marvel movie kind of guy, but I've wound down a lot. Like before Phase 3 ended, like halfway through Phase 3. Part of that was, you know, money. I didn't always have money to go see the movies, and I didn't always have people to go see them with. I definitely watch more things on my own time, so I consume things a lot. I don't consume things like on release as much as I used to. Because, you know, it will always be there. And I want to enjoy it whenever I want to enjoy it. I'm definitely more in that kind of mindset now. So, and I mean, one thing also, I think as I've gotten older and a little bit more politically aware, is that I don't like consuming things just for the sake of consuming things, like consumerism. Like, you see that a lot with really popular IPs like Marvel and Call of Duty, Fortnite, even music too, like music, like my favorite is like when a big album comes out and they're like, "Oh, I can't believe you didn't like it." And no, I'm not saying discourse is not bad. I'm not saying that. I like discourse. I fucking shit. Yo, I love being a sassy. I love being a sassy bitch about Final Fantasy VII. But fuck shit. Ooh, I got out of there. Fuck you. But you know, I'm definitely not like a lot of my the other people that I normally would watch Marvel properties with. Like, they're way more into it now than I am. Which is funny because I feel like I'm more self-aware of the overarching story and possibilities of where that story can go than they are. But I don't know. Sometimes I wish I could be like them though and be like, man, I wish I could like experience this with as much excitement as you do. Because it's just not there. Okay. Oh, I think the other thing that kind of, I don't want to say jaded me, but makes me feel like that. I also think it's because of, I don't know, I think I just, like, video game announcements, I think kind of made my hype die out for a lot of things. I'm not paying for a Disney Plus subscription, but do tell. Also, night is a different dimension. Time passage is very distinct here. Hell yeah, dude. When you go into the nighttime dimension. Yeah, Moon Knight is also really cool because I love when Moon Knight was first announced, I was just like, man, there's a lot of like Egyptian lore in that. I don't know if they're gonna pay as much attention to that stuff. And they did such a good job with Moon Knight, way better than I thought they would. Like, I think Moon Knight and Ms. Marvel is like peak like Marvel IP stuff right now. They pay a lot of good homage to the countries that they're from. One being with Ms. Marvel, India and Pakistan. With Moon Knight being Egypt. There's a really good reveal towards the end of Moon Knight with one of the characters in there. I don't want to say who because of spoilers. And it's just Moon Knight in general. I think did a really good job. It started off in Britain, and then the show moved to Egypt. No big spoilers there. And I'm just surprised at how well. It's awesome seeing Ms. Marvel and Moon Knight give like such good respect to these other countries, especially growing up with movies with like coming from a Hispanic point of view, where you see a movie and then the fucking running joke is like, oh, he's a wetback, but he's not like the other wetbacks. Like that you would see in a lot, and granted you would see a lot of these, and you would see those stereotypes in bad movies for the most part, unless the stereotype is being played to be an offensive stereotype. But it's it is cool seeing like, you know, countries get respected. It's tight seeing it, man.
Let's go make some faces unrecognizable. Do not falter. The weak will be excised.
All right, I think this is gonna be my last game, and then I'm gonna I kind of feel like that if I'm not truly invested, I'm probably not gonna care about it. Yeah, I mean, I'm invested in the Marvel stuff, but it's just, you know, if you read a decent amount of Marvel comics, and then also if you watch some of the TV shows, even the old ones from when we were kids, or if you play some of the video games, you kind of get a really good idea of who the big bads are kind of always gonna be. So when you go to the movies, it does damper your expectations a little bit, because you're just like, okay, I have an idea of where some of these strings might go. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I mean, it's, for me, it's good because like it doesn't make me kind of go running to the next movie, and I can just watch it whenever I want to. But it is like I don't know, you know, it is it does suck when I don't get as hyped for things as like some other people that I normally would see some of these things with. Oh no, fuck you, shit. Nope. No. Oh my gosh, I just got manhandled so hard right now. Yeah, well, yeah, I know, baby, I know. Don't tell me. Alright, I'm gonna do one more game. This one was too quick. This was too quick. We're done. Where's the other character? Where's the other guy? Oh no, we're dead. We're so dead. Man, I had gold armor too. Yeah, like Thanos was in Marvel versus Capcom. like yeah, Thanos is such an old character. But it is cool, like, you know, the ramp up to Thanos, but it's just like, you know, at a certain point you're like, okay, we know Thanos is going to be the bad guy, so we don't really need... So, like, the way I felt about it was like, okay, until he's the opposing force in a movie, then I don't really need to watch these other movies until that point. That's kind of how I feel like a lot about MCU projects. But, hey, man, I gotta say, Ms. Marvel and Moon Knight, fucking awesome. Really fucking good job. Remember, you made me set that was three. Okay, that was three. Hey. You know what they say? 3 R's. Reuse, recycle, reduce. And why am I getting timed?
Maggie's back from the sin bin.
Okay, cool. Fuck me. Are you serious? Go. Weapon. Oh. He's over here. Shit.
Another squad's attack and bash 'em.
Okay. I'm gonna have to go over there.
Drilled hunting for eggs.
I'll go inside.
Gonna loot here.
Oh man, that gold shield was there too. It was just looking at me. It wanted me to use it. Dinos. Dinos. I can't do that, the Michael Jackson thing. Oh, speaking of singers, R. Kelly got 30 years in jail. Hell yeah. Dude, I did. When I saw that documentary, I was like, oh, this dude's a fucking demon. This dude fucking sucks. This dude is this dude is not very cash money. But yeah, he got 30 years in jail, which is fucking cool because after that Bill Cosby fucking bullshit, it's nice to see a celebrity go to jail, especially one that deserves it. Now, I'm not saying all celebrities need to go to jail. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that this particular one does. Like what he said in that one interview, I don't got people in fucking dungeons. He totally did. He totally fucking did. When I hide for something, I always take a step back. Yeah. Yeah, that's yeah, I mean that's how I feel too. Okay. Right, we're gonna throw this out there. What? That's not in here? Fuck. Go. Get the fuck out of here. Dude, don't ping. Please don't ping. I'm glad his victims finally got some justice. Yeah, dude, he got 30 years in jail. Fuck yeah, fuck that dude. Hopefully he dies in there. Oh man, god damn, I can't believe like so. Oh, why is this only doing 5 points of damage? Alright, I'm gonna do one more. That was too quick. It's Tijanos. So yeah, so the crazy thing about the R. Kelly stuff is that he actually trafficked people to him. He had a fucking song that he sang in Africa where he was telling people to get their passport so that he could like take them. Like the R. Kelly thing is like, granted, it was way more in your face than the fucking Bill Cosby shit. And where with R. Kelly, his victims were like actually previous ex victims were trying to reach out to like to the people that they were like that they were acting a predator towards. It's fucking crazy, man. Fuck, it reminds me of the fucking Jared Fogle. Jared Fogle is a piece of shit. For anyone that doesn't know, Jared Fogle was the Subway guy. Props to the person that recorded him, but I'm not gonna talk too much into it because it's probably against YouTube terms of service. But Jared Fogle is a piece of shit. Dude would prey on kids in middle school and elementary school, and had recordings of him talking to his staff about how he would do it.
Hope you're not afraid to get your hands dirty.
So it's nice that fucking Jared Fogle has some fucking jail time. It's nice that R. Kelly is getting some jail time, and hopefully this kind of sense of, and with Ghislaine also getting 20 years, hopefully this sends a message to people like, hey, stop fucking around. That being said, I am disappointed in the Ghislaine Maxwell thing, where you know, it might be the first time ever in U.S. history where somebody was where there were victims.
Stream lost in Lilac by Zim versus Dib.
Let's find something good.
I don't know what that means. Okay. Stream law. Oh, he's probably Zim versus Dib. Okay, he's streaming, sure. So the other crazy thing about the Ghislaine Maxwell thing is that so she got 20 years in jail for aiding and abetting with sex trafficking. But here's the crazy thing about hers is that they didn't say who she trafficked to, which was weird. I mean, other than unless it was Jeffrey Epstein, but Jeffrey Epstein got in jail for the same thing. So it's fucking crazy that, you know, that he quote unquote, you know, killed himself, and then at the same time, you know, okay, so yeah, Ghislaine was prosecuted and convicted for you know, trafficking, but who were they trafficked to? I know that's got to be in the documents. I know that has to be in the documents. Why are they? Why? That's the part where I'm fucking frustrated. If you want to get angry, check out the fucking documentary on Netflix on Epstein. It's because it talks about his first trial in Florida, and it's fucking terrible. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I should have said trigger warning before I started talking about all this stuff. Sorry. This stuff does get me heated though because I hate that. It's very unjust. But anyway, the Jeffrey Epstein documentary in on Netflix is very good because it talks about how Jeffrey Epstein got like such a slap on the wrist in the first time they sued him, early 2000s, and the big reason why is because the teenagers that they preyed on, they weren't allowed to be. Jeffrey Epstein's defense made the argument and succeeded in making the argument with the judge that they were not allowed to call the teenagers victims. They weren't allowed to call them victims. So they were saying that they were fuck, I'm doing such a piss poor job explaining this. I'm sorry, guys. But they were basically saying that they were prostitutes. But that's not true because if you're under 18 years old, you can't consent. Legally, you cannot consent. But they made the argument. They made the argument that that they were prostitutes instead of victims. Dude, this Loba outfit looks good. Very commando.
Says, are you streaming it?
Yes.
You kill leader. Only thing they're leading is my boot to their
I Heart
face.
Gaming 662
Yeah,
says,
Bobby Kotick is also still going to be on board during Activision after the Microsoft buyout, which is fucking crazy because he was on the Epstein flight logs. What the fuck? Dude, I hate Bobby Kotick, man. The dude has not
says,
prayers,
Prayers
man.
my fave.
Cool. I'm gonna just type in cool because I don't know.
And we ain't in it. If you want to die, at least
I
let
Heart
me
Gaming
pull the trigger.
662 says, cool.
Cool. Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Oh man. Okay, we'll stop talking about this, guys. I'm sorry.
Versus Dib says, new album later this month.
Is Sim versus Dip? Is this guy like an actual hip hop artist or something? Actually, that could be a band. I should have said hip hop. Okay, who's Zim versus Dib? Does anyone know this guy? Zim versus Dib.
Care package on its way. Sweet
Okay, there's an Instagram account with this. Yeah, he's a musician. He does have an album. Okay. He's really excited about his album. I think he's a teenager. I can't tell. Yeah. No, I'm very upset about it. It's like the one thing I criticize. I think Activision, ever since I found out about Epstein, it's like the one thing I've criticized Activision the most of. It's just Bobby Kotick because it's just like, what the fuck? You know, what the fuck? Like, you expect people to not know about this? Like, his name is there, and when asked about it, he denies it. And I'm like, there's not many Bobby Koticks out there in the business world that can afford, you know, to go to a fucking private island. I don't know. I hope. I don't know. My hope is that when Microsoft does the buyout, that he'll take his golden fucking parachute and just like go off the face of the earth. Because but I don't know. I heard he's still staying on the board. If I had to take a guess, he's just gonna stay on the board in the transitionary phase, and then after that, he's probably gonna get out. But I do know he's under heat from the Activision board members because he's increased his pay time and time again. Yeah. Also, yeah. Sorry to hear that, Cupcake. That's it's I mean, it's gotta be extra frustrating for you knowing that, you know, these people. I'm gonna say these people specifically, Bill Cosby, that just fucking don't face atonement at all whatsoever. They just, you know, fucking the Bill Cosby one like really pissed me off. It pissed off my close group of friends too because it's just like it's so backwards, man. It's so backwards because right now we live in a country where you know, if in some states you're going to get booed at and people will harass you if you're just thinking of getting an abortion. And at the same time, we have, predators like Bill Cosby who can literally just walk out, even though it's confirmed that he has victims. It's confirmed that he did what he even said what he did. It's confirmed that that he drugged people.
Zim versus Dib says, ready to win?
Yeah, we'll type in yes. But unfortunately, like,
I Heart Gaming
there's people that won't bat an eye to him. There's people that will believe him, people that do believe him. He has strong supporters, but then we have people that, will harass you just for thinking that you're going to get an abortion. It's like such a weird fucking dichotomy, man. Yeah, like I hate that shit.
Next ring's far right. Come on, no farting about.
Like, oh, everything's pro-life until it isn't. Everything's pro-life until, baby goes to school, grows up, becomes a teenager, and then someone shoots up the school.
Let's see what presents they left us.
Yeah, I don't think you guys know how heated I get about politics off stream. Off stream, I'm very like, I'm just like, fuck you all the time.
You are coming home with me tonight.
I try not to be though, because I know I feel like I can be annoying for sure.
Enemy over there. Don't let
Shit.
them see you. Firing.
I cracked an enemy shield.
Slows.
They're in here.
Oh shit!
I have eyes on the enemy.
Oh
Zim versus Dib says,
nope, nope. Oh, this man, he.
versus Dib says, GG.
What an asshole. I meant the Octane, not my partner. I gotta stop cursing. Yeah. Yeah. No. Off stream, I'm definitely more. I don't know. I was thinking about actually going to some rallies just because. Yeah. Because people say, oh well, it's just abortion, but I don't. For anyone that doesn't really understand what the Supreme Court thing means, like beyond oh, it's just abortions, is the logic line behind overturning Roe v. Wade is that it's not a constitution. And the problem with that is that, sunglasses aren't in the Constitution. My cell phone isn't in the Constitution. This fucking insulated cup isn't in the Constitution. With that logic line, you can basically say that anything that wasn't around in 1776 is up for debate. And that's such a backwards ass line of thinking. Like, there's no reason that should be the determining factor. Why is that the stipulation? I mean, what, society advances and we're just like, oh well, despite our advances, we have to look at ourselves and regulate ourselves based upon our founding fathers' principles, which is stupid because they didn't have cars, they didn't have airplanes. Like, they literally didn't have much. These were old men who wore fucking powdered wigs and who put on makeup. And it's crazy because you have the dichotomy of that, and then you have like all this like drag show stuff that I don't care too much for, but I hate how people are getting mad at the drag show stuff because it's like, oh, we can't have our kids around people that wear too much makeup when you have like fucking rock stars that wear makeup that have been wearing makeup since like the fucking 60s. Discussing politics. I'm a toxic. I'm a toxic LOL player. That's funny. Everyone's a toxic LOL player. I don't know. It's just the dichotomy of all this shit is so dumb. Have you guys seen The Good Liars before? Well, here we'll finish the stream by watching The Good Liars. I love The Good Liars. Yeah, I think maybe next stream I'm gonna bring up fucking like sticky pads about topics because I always do want to talk about this stuff during stream, but I just never know how to. I never know how to fucking lead into it, and then I feel like I always lose my train of thought halfway through. Halfway through, I always lose my train of thought. Yeah, I just saw the Good Liars. Let me look at them on TikTok. Fantastic. Yeah, like you guys gotta watch this TikTok with me. This is so fucking. This is like one of the best TikToks of these dudes that I've seen. Moral panics are always dumb. Yeah, okay, you can make the argument that it's dumb, and I'll agree with you to an extent. But at the same time, you know, it's important to stand by convictions, and it's important to let your government know where the line is and if you're crossing it, because government loves creating more powers for themselves, but absolutely hates giving up powers. And if you can look more into deregulation to understand that. They love giving themselves more power, but the moment you have to bring some of that power back, you have to reel it in. Like post 9/11, they don't like to, and they will, and they will spy on you if they can. Like all the period tracking apps, like they just have to release statements that say that they if they get a warrant, they will have to subpoena their data, which I bet you that's not in their terms and services. Like why do they need to reveal that to you? Because now they're getting asked by the FBI probably on who plans on getting abortions in certain states. And period tracking apps are a great way of targeting people who are going to get abortions. They're like, oh, it looks like Jennifer over here, she hasn't input her period in 3 months. I wonder what's going on there. Also, just a heads up, I don't use period tracking apps, so I don't fully understand exactly how they work. But I'm assuming that's the way I'm thinking about it. If I'm bad, I'm bad. Okay, so let's look at the before we get off. Let's look at the oh, shit. Gosh, I need to fix this. Okay. Yeah, let's look at the. Oh boy, this is all over the place. This is not how I expected it to. Yeah, so the Good Liars, for anyone that doesn't know, they're definitely one of my favorite. Granted, they mostly target Republicans and Trump supporters, but they are one of my favorite. They're one of my favorite pages. I love these guys. Yeah, these guys are great. Let me back it up right here. Okay. So we got our volume on. Oh yeah, I should probably put this up. Oops. There we go. I think we're good, right? Yeah. So check this out. Check this out. By the way, they're called the Good Liars. Fantastic. Oh, they're on YouTube and stuff. Great. So this one right here. This one, I saw this today. Yeah, 6 hours ago. This was uploaded 6 hours ago, and I was just like, God damn this lady. God, fuck. Her line of logic, and this is why understanding like how people think is important. But look at this. I'm gonna be a political streamer. This is my political streamer arc right here. It's beginning.
Just like the vaccine.
Oh, you know what? I need to put up the volume. Okay, so it's a little bit higher, so I don't think you'll be able to hear me. But I don't know. I'm also pretty new to this. So here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Just like the vaccine they tried to mandate on me. If it's my body, my choice for them, it should be for me too.
So you're saying it is your body, your choice.
Yes.
People should have the choice.
Yes.
You're saying for the vaccine, it is your body, your choice.
Yes. Well, I'm saying both ways. If they want to cry, oh, just get the vaccine, your body, it doesn't matter, but now it's on the other shoes on the other.
But now that abortion is illegal in certain states across the country, would you be okay with a vaccine mandate?
No,
Did you get vaccinated?
no, I did not.
Okay, so you did not comply with the mandate.
No.
Okay, but you do feel that if a woman is pregnant, that she should go along with the mandate in that state to have the baby.
Yes,
Okay.
hypocritical probably, but just like the vaccine, they
See, she even says at the end, hypocritical probably, but anyway, those people are very frustrating. Moral panics are always dumb. What we really need is a discussion about ethics. Ethics regulate morals that are merely customs perpetuated by tradition, values that change from person to person. Yeah, I mean, morals and ethics, though, they also change depending on your culture. And whenever you have a country as big as the USA, you know, that's a hodgepodge of culture. So, you know, finding that line is hard, but that I mean, ideally, that's the reason why we have separation of church and state, so that, you know, you don't have a group of people, you know, obligated by just one culture to just do everything there. Yeah, at least she recognizes it. Here, we'll look at one more. Oh, I love the good I love the good liars. They're one of my favorite YouTube channels out there.
You see all sorts of cool stuff at Trump.
Just keep it flying.
Keep it flying? And why do you want to keep it flying?
Ah, sorry, I keep forgetting what I'm pressing. I keep forgetting what I'm pressing.
Why would anybody want to erase our heritage?
Well, some people would say that flag symbolizes racism, it symbolizes slavery, and they might have some valid points there.
That's their opinion, you know. They're welcome to their opinion if they want it.
Are you pro-slavery or against slavery?
I have no comment.
No comment.
I'll give you one more chance. You're pro or anti-slavery?
No comment.
No comment.
I'll give you one more opportunity to say if you're pro or anti-slavery.
No comment.
All right. Well, there you have it. No comment on the if you're in favor of slavery or not.
Just keep it flying.
Roe v. Wade overturned.
Yeah, their TikTok is fantastic. They're so good.
I want to find out what people think about it.
I think it's wonderful.
Yeah.
You know, I'm glad they did it.
Right. So how do you feel about government kind of telling people what they can and can't do?
Oh, I don't like it at all. The government needs to stay out of our business.
Right.
Yes.
But in that instance, they're
100%.
They actually are kind of in people's business.
I'm sure they are. You know, none of them like it. You know, and they're going to do everything they can to stop a lot of these states from doing that. So
to stop a lot of the states from allowing abortions.
Yeah, abortions. You know. So yeah, it is what it is. I'm glad it happened. So
in that instance, you are glad that the government has kind of come in and told people what they can and can't do.
I'm glad that the Supreme Court did what they did.
Right. The overturning of Roe v. Wade. I want to find out what people think about it.
I think it's wonderful.
All right, there's one I'm looking for in particular. That's fantastic. Yeah, to each their own. Ah, man, that one's. I love this one because it brings up the idea of, you know, how should men control their semen and stuff. And this guy, yeah. Well, the crazy thing is that you see a lot of and that's why when you're saying some of these things, River, that's why I'm doing a little bit of pushback. It's not to be an asshole or anything, but it's just. It's these people fucking exist and they're everywhere and they're voting and they're so misinformed, and I feel like if you don't see what these people are like in real life, like which is kind of like this, and I know some family members are like this too. It's frustrating because if you don't see what these people are like and then you just only look at people protesting, you're just like, oh man, these protesters are crazy. They're just out of control. They're like going out of their mind. Why do they put out a protest all the time? But then this is like what they're protesting against this line of logic, which is a huge fallacy. Man, sorry I don't know more debate lordy like terms and analysis. I'm not that smart, but it's this. I love the good liars.
On the Roe v. What are your thoughts on the Roe v. Wade being overturned?
I'm against abortion.
You're against abortion?
Yes.
There's been some talk with some people saying we need to protect life. The sperm that's the seed of life.
Yes, it's in the Bible.
So would you be in favor of all males who are not married getting vasectomies?
No.
And what about you?
To each their own.
Clarence Thomas said yesterday maybe we should take a look at the same-sex marriage ruling. Is that something you think we should look at as well?
What do I think of gay marriage? I don't believe in gay marriage.
You don't believe it?
It's fictional.
You don't
It's
think
a
that
figment of my
two men and
imagination.
two women should be able to get married? Would you like to see them reverse the decision?
Yes.
And why is that?
Just how I was brought up, and that's how I believe.
And you mentioned it a couple times. To each their own, right?
It is to each their own, but
there's the but.
everybody should
There's always a but.
respect in their own biblical sense.
So to each their own, but you don't want gay people getting married, and you don't want women choosing what to do with their body.
Right.
What are your thoughts on the Roe v. Wade?
I fucking love these guys. To each their own, but there's always the but. There's always the but. There's always a but.
You did lose your job.
Okay, I know we're watching a lot. Okay, this is the last one for sure. I promise. I just love these guys, dude. These guys are so good.
So you were saying you did lose your job as a result of the vaccines.
Yep, because I just wasn't allowed in people's homes without a mask, or a lot of people would ask me, are you vaccinated?
And it was at a big company or no?
Small company, self-employed, just myself. And,
okay, so
and my
you
kids,
you kind of had to let yourself go. You fired yourself. So you were saying you did lose your job.
It sucks that they cut him off there. I would love to see what the rebuttal was, but yeah, that's those are the Good Liars. If you want to check them out, they have their own YouTube channel where they kind of do like an actual, because the whole way they do their YouTube channel is they kind of do a compilation of these. The reason why they're so popular on TikTok is they take individual segments of the compilation and then they kind of just do it on their own. My aunt voted for our current president of Brazil, Bolsonaro. Oh, that guy is fucking interesting. Thinking he would save the country. Yeah, he's very Trump-like. Now the inflation is through the roof. She's complaining about the government she helped elect. Yeah, Bolsonaro is fucking. I was watching a little bit of that election. Yeah, that guy is very Trump-like. Yeah, I mean, it's annoying because hopefully he gets out of power peacefully and nothing. That you don't have an issue like the Donald Trump where he wanted. I don't know if you guys know this, but Donald Trump during the January 6th riots, when they put him in the car to get him out of there, he reached for the steering wheel to try and make a U-turn on the car so that they could take him back. So I'm glad he's not there anymore. But it's a weird slippery slope when you get a president like that. Yeah, he was part of the Social Christian Party, which it's always a red flag when you have a party strongly affiliated with a religion. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. It's good that he was, the elections went through, but hopefully he comes out after the election. It also sucks that he I can't believe he was also stabbed, which is fucking crazy. Man does not stop. All right, okay, guys, that was a good stream. Sorry about getting a little bit political at the end. I know politics aren't for everyone, but I don't know. That's probably a thing I'm gonna have to learn to balance at some point because I do like talking about politics a lot on streams, specifically American politics. So I don't know if that's not your thing. Excuse me, sorry. But that is definitely a part of my personality. Anyway, you guys have a good day. I'll catch y'all later. Thanks a lot for coming to the stream. Very interesting stream. We did very okay in Apex. Got some devastating family news. And then I went on a rant about